To add a new food to your food list, from the food list screen, hit the New Food button. First, select the category that you would like the new food to appear in. I'm going to add a tofu item, so I'm going to select that category. If you want to add a category, you can do that too by going to the categories link, and you'll see a place where you can add a new category. I've already added tofu, so now I can go ahead and add my food name and go ahead and add the name in Spanish if you know that. Now you have to pick the overall food type. So this is a meat/alternate. I'm going to select that. In the nutritional information section, go ahead and select anything that applies to the food item. If you select whole grain rich, the food will automatically default to whole grain rich when the provider serves it, but only use this for foods that are always whole grain rich. A provider can always say when they're serving the food that it was or it wasn't whole grain rich, but this is what sets the default. And tofu is not whole grain rich, so I'm just going to go ahead and turn that off. And then next, in the additional information section, you can say whether or not a child nutrition label is required. You can select if the food needs to be homemade in order to be creditable, or if a double portion is required. Next, in the approval section, you can select which meals the food is approved for. If it's not approved for a certain meal, you can just slide it to no. Next, you'll select whether you want to allow, disallow, or warn. And finally, if the new food is only approved starting on a specific future date, you can go ahead and enter that in the effective dates section in the start field. To make the food available immediately, do not add a start date, just leave the field blank. So for tofu, I'm going to add a start date of October 1st. And then once you're done, be sure to save your work.